everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Small Business Management at Ozarka College. Today what I thought I'd do is give you just a basic overview of this course, and specifically I'm going to go through the course syllabus with you, just kind of make sure that everyone understands what the responsibilities are and what we'll be doing this semester. So when you first go into my Ozarka and click on this course link, it will show you the main page for the course. You'll notice that's what I'm on right now. So you'll notice it shows the name of the course, some basic information about it, and then it has an announcements section there. When you log in each time to my Ozarka and you click on this particular course, always look at those announcements that are listed, and you will start seeing some of those as soon as the first day of class gets here. You'll see announcements listed there, so just always kind of pay attention to that, and make sure that you carefully read those announcements. Let me know if you have questions, all right, because I will be posting on this page on a regular basis. Now, in addition to the information that I've already discussed that's on this main page, you also notice there are some links over here on the left-hand side of the page. And these are links that allow you to navigate to various parts of the course page. And so you'll notice it starts off with activities, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute. There's also course mail, grade book, so forth. So we'll look at some of these things, but the link that you're probably going to use most often in this class is the activities link. So let's go ahead and click on that now. This activities page basically divides the semester into 17 weeks, and you'll notice there are activities due each week. So you'll notice under week 1 we've got getting started link and the introduce yourself link, and then during week 2 is where we start with the chapter activities. But let's go ahead and click on the getting started link, and this has some important information that you need to read through and make sure you understand by the end of the first week of class. All right, so you'll notice there are some links there under resources on this page. You have the schedule, the syllabus, and textbooks links. Let's start off with the schedule. The schedule is basically, when you click on that, it opens up a Word document that I've created for you, mostly for convenience purposes, which basically is just a printable version of all the activities that you see on the activities page. So it shows all the assignments and when they're due, and all the discussions and exams and tests and the corresponding due dates for each one. And the reason I provide that, it's basically all the same activities that you see on the activities page, but I provide that mostly for convenience because I know some students like to print that out and put it with their textbook and mark off the activities as they do them. So you don't have to use that Word version of the schedule. Everything's on the activities page, but if you want to use it for organizational purposes, you can, and that's why I provide it there. You also notice there's a link to the syllabus. Let's go ahead and click on that, because that's really, the syllabus is the main item that I want to discuss today, because the syllabus is like a contract that we need to kind of be aware of, that kind of stipulates your responsibilities, my responsibilities, and basically what the course is going to entail for this semester. So there's a lot of good information that we need to be aware of and make sure that we understand before starting on the class. Okay, so you'll notice on the top of the syllabus it shows information about this course. Right below that it shows my contact information, my name and phone number, email address, and office hours, and so forth. anytime you have a question that is related to this course, I would like you to use the course mail link over here on the left-hand side to send me your questions or your comments, any kind of correspondence that you need to provide with that deals with this particular course. I would like you to use course mail simply because when you use the course mail link to send me a message, it shows exactly who sent it and what class it's pertaining to. And so I'm going to be able to get back to you a lot more efficiently, respond to your message a lot more efficiently if you use the course mail link rather than my general Ozarka College email or phone number. Especially since this is an online class, most of you are not going to be able to, come by and see me during my office hours in Mountain View or anything. And so, the course mail is probably going to be the best way to contact me when you do have questions or concerns or just need to let me know something. Okay? So course mail is probably the best way to contact me. All right. Right below the basic information at the top of the syllabus, you'll notice the first three sections there are course description, rationale, and outcomes or learning objectives. And those are all closely tied together. Basically, in this course, we're going to learn about entrepreneurship. We're going to learn the nature of small businesses, how starting a small business is conducted, the process of starting a small business. And then also, obviously, we'll look at how to successfully operate a small business. Now, there are other business classes that you can take, and some of you will be taking some other classes like management and marketing and so forth. And those courses are geared more towards larger companies, larger firms, even though they do apply to smaller businesses as well. But in this course, we're going to be mostly concerned with the unique challenges and opportunities that small businesses create. And so, and most of you, if you are planning on continuing with your business education and you're going to become a manager in a business, chances are it's going to be a small business. And again, there are some unique challenges and concerns and opportunities that are inherent within small business. It makes it different from larger businesses, and that's basically what we'll focus in on in this particular class. So entrepreneurship is basically related to risk-taking. There's a lot of risk involved in starting a small business and operating that business, and this class is kind of designed to cut down on that risk as much as possible by understanding the process better, understanding what it takes to be successful as an entrepreneur or a small business owner or manager. All right? And the outcomes learning objectives are very closely tied to what I just talked about. Again, you're going to learn about entrepreneurial opportunity. One of the biggest things we'll do this semester is you'll create a business plan, which is just basically a plan for how you're going to start your business, how you're going to operate your business, how you're going to make it successful, how much profit you, revenue and profit that you hope to gain from the business and so forth. So we will be talking more about the business plan a little bit later on. But a business plan is just basically a document that allows you to make sure that you understand exactly what steps are involved in successfully starting and operating a small business. And then part of the business plan is the marketing plan. In fact, that's really mostly what you're going to be doing for your part of the semester project. It's going to be called business plan, but mostly what you're going to be focused in on is the marketing portion of the business plan. And again, I'll talk more about that later on in the semester when it gets a little bit closer to the time that we'll actually start on that. All right, and another outcome learning objective is we're going to find out what strategies are necessary to be successful as a small business, and we'll also look at issues that can arise that we need to be aware of when managing a small business. Again, there are some unique characteristics of small businesses that makes it necessary to have a course specific, like this one, specific to managing a small business. All right, so just kind of read through those three sections: the course description, rationale, and outcomes. Again, those are all closely tied together, but just kind of read through those. Let me know if you have any questions about it. All right, the next item on the syllabus is the textbook information. And the textbook is called Entrepreneurship and Small Business Management, 2nd edition. Shows the ISBN number there. This is what the book looks like. Of course, there's a picture of it there on the page, but this is what the book looks like. The main thing when you go to purchase your textbook, whether it's at the Ozarka College bookstore or some other source, make sure that you check the ISBN number and verify that you're getting the correct textbook. Make sure, because there are different versions of this textbook. And so make sure that you take that ISBN number with you when you order your textbook and verify that you're getting the correct textbook. Okay? And of course, in addition to the textbook, you're also going to need a reliable computer and internet connection, since this is an online class. All right? The next item on the syllabus is the methods of instruction. I'm just going to let you read through that. I'm not going to bore you with going over that. It's the basic methods of instruction that you see in most classes. So just kind of read through that. Let me know if you have questions. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have about it. Now, probably the most important part of the course syllabus is this next section, which is called evaluation procedures. This is the part of the syllabus that most of you are most concerned about, because this is where you find out how your grade is going to be determined. Exactly what you're going to be completing during this semester, what kind of activities, and how those activities are going to influence or comprise your grade. All right? And so you'll notice for this particular class, we've got assignments, discussions, chapter test, and we've got the midterm and final exams, and a semester project. And I'm going to go through and talk about each one of those in just a little bit here. But you'll also notice right below that basic information about the evaluation procedures, you notice each one of those I've attached a percentage to. That percentage just represents how much of your final grade that particular set of activities is going to represent. So, for example, assignments will represent 22% of your final course grade. All right? So that should be self-explanatory, but if you have questions about that, just let me know. Like I said, I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. All right. So the first couple items here are assignments and discussions. All right? And on the assignments and the discussions, you'll basically be given a set of questions to answer. And of course, with the assignments, those questions will require you to read some assigned chapters in the textbook and watch some videos that I provided for you on the assignment page. And you'll answer each question thoroughly using your own words and using correct grammar and spelling. All right? That's very important. Make sure that as you're doing the assignments and the discussions both, that you're answering each part of each question thoroughly using your own words. Okay? That using your own words part is very important. So make sure that you don't violate the academic integrity policy by copying information from one of the sources that you've used to learn the concepts. All right, that includes the textbook, any online sources that you're looking at, the videos. You want to make sure what you really want to do to successfully complete the assignments and the discussions is you want to read through the learning resources provided and watch the corresponding videos and then put those concepts into your own words. All right, answer the questions using your own words. And that's going to be very important. I will be looking at that, so make sure that you don't violate the academic integrity policy. And I'll be talking more about that in just a few minutes as well. But the only thing that's really different about the discussion that's a little bit different from the assignments is that on the discussions, you will be reading a case study in the textbook and then answering questions by replying to a discussion in Miles Arca. All right? But basically on both of those, again, on the assignments and the discussions, the key thing is to answer each part of each question thoroughly using your own words. All right? If you have questions about that, just let me know. And the next item here under evaluation procedures is the chapter test. The chapter test will be basically multiple choice questions that will cover the assigned chapters from the textbook. And basically they will be taken online through the course website. And you'll be able to use your textbooks and other learning resources while taking the chapter test. There's not really any time limit. You can take those chapter tests as many times as you want to up until the due date. Your highest grade on those is automatically recorded. The main purpose of the chapter test is to get you prepared for the midterm and final exams. And that's what we need to talk about next. The midterm will be a comprehensive exam that will cover all of the concepts that we've learned by the midway point of the semester. And it will be taken online in Miles Arca, just like the chapter test. But the main difference is you will have a time limit on the midterm, and there will be only one attempt. You'll only be able to take the test one time. And basically, it's the same thing on the final exam. The only thing different about the final exam is that obviously it will cover everything, all the concepts that we've learned during the course of the semester. And you'll take it the last week of the semester. All right. And when it gets a little bit closer to the midterm and final exams, I'll send you more specific information about those. But for right now, just kind of read through the information that's provided there on the syllabus and let me know if you have any questions. All right. Now, the last item there under evaluation procedures is the semester project. And just like I said a few minutes ago, that is going to consist of creating a business plan. And the main focus of the business plan, the way I've created this particular activity, is you're going to be mostly working on the marketing part of the business plan. That's really the most important part. And as we work through some of the assignments during the course of the semester, you'll actually be creating part of your business plan as you complete those assignments. And you'll see what I mean by that once you start working on the assignments. But basically, the semester project will be due towards the end of the semester in April. You can see the exact date on the activities page. But basically, you'll need to open that project within the next few weeks and get started on that. And basically, in general, what it's going to entail is you're going to think of a small business that you would like to start, and you're going to create a business name for yourself, and basically you're going to create an idea of a small business, and again attach a small business name to that. and then you're going to create the business plan for that small business that you've envisioned. Okay. And again, I'll talk more about this semester project a little bit later, but for right now, just make sure you understand the basics there. And so that evaluation procedure section of the syllabus, I would definitely spend some time the first week of class looking over this. Again, read through it carefully. Let me know if you have any questions about it. All right, the next part of the syllabus is the grading scale. That's the standard grading scale that you see in most classes, so that shouldn't be any surprise to you, so I'm not going to spend any time on that. The next section there is the makeup policy section. Basically, in this class, I do not allow makeup work, but if you have a special circumstance that has prevented you from completing a particular set of activities that you think I need to look at and consider, then just email me that information and I will consider it on a individual basis. But just in general, I do not allow makeup work. So it's going to have to be a very extenuating circumstance for me to allow you to make up work. So just kind of keep that in mind. So that's why it's important to check the course webpage on a regular basis, at least once a day, and make sure that you're reminding yourself of things that are coming up due and making sure you get started on those with enough time, to get them completed and submitted on time. And that kind of brings me to the next part of the course syllabus, which is the attendance policy. Of course, this is an online class, so we're not going to be meeting face-to-face, but that being said, it is important for you to check the course page at least once a day, just for any announcements that I've posted, any emails, course mails that I've sent, or also just to remind yourself, by looking at the activities page, you can remind yourself of the things that are coming up due so that you don't miss a set of assignments, okay, or a set of activities. All right, so just kind of look over that. The next section there on the course syllabus is the academic integrity section, and that's what I was kind of referring to when I was talking about the assignments and discussions. Just make sure that you're doing your own work. Any kind of dishonesty, which includes claiming credit for work that others completed, lying, plagiarizing, cheating on tests, copying from other students' assignments, those are all violations of the academic integrity policy. And I will be looking for those things, and I will be there will be penalties for violating that policy. So just kind of be aware of that. If you have questions about that, just let me know. All right. And then the next several parts of the course syllabus, I'm just going to let you read through. It's pretty well self-explanatory, and it's all items that you see on every syllabus for every course that you're taking. So I don't need to bore you with going through all that. So just kind of read through those last few sections. And so that's pretty much the course syllabus. Again, the first week of class, I want you to carefully read through that course syllabus and let me know if you have any questions at all. I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. All right, let's go back to the activities page here. So you'll notice the first week of class, we've got two things to do. We've got that getting started section, which has the syllabus and the schedule and the textbook links. And again, one of the things I want you to do is make sure you carefully read through the syllabus. But the other item under week 1 is the introduce yourself discussion. Let's go ahead and click on that. What I want you to do here is I've posted a little bit of information about myself here, and I want you to read through that information so you can kind of learn a little bit more about me, and then I want you to click on reply and share some information about yourself. Of course, your name, where you're from, what your major is, what your educational and career goals are, maybe your hobbies and interests, whatever information that you feel comfortable with sharing to the class. You need to include in your reply there, and that is due the Friday of the first week of class. Let's go back to activities here. Yeah, it's due by Friday, January 19th. So you've got a few days there after classes start to get that completed. But basically, that introduce yourself discussion is just a way for us to kind of get to know each other a little bit better, since we're not meeting face to face in this class. We use that introduce yourself discussion to kind of get to know each other just a little bit better. All right. Now you'll notice the first set of chapter activities are due during the second week of class, specifically Thursday, January 25th. So you'll notice you've got an assignment there, chapters 1 and 2 assignment, and the test and the discussion all due by Thursday, January 25th, which is the second week of class. All right. And I'm not going to go through each one of those right now. Just as soon as you get your book, you'll need to go ahead and get started on those activities. They're pretty well self-explanatory. When you click on each one of these links, it'll give you specific information on how to complete that activity. Like I said, if you have questions about it after you've read through the instructions and you don't understand something, just let me know and I'll be glad to help you better understand that. But I think most of you should be able to complete those without any major problems just by reading through the instructions. And again, you'll need to, as soon as you get your textbook, and hopefully you'll get your textbook fairly quickly, you'll need to get it as soon as possible. You'll get started on those activities as soon as you get your textbook. Okay? And that's really all I have for you for today. I am looking forward to teaching you this class this semester. I really enjoy teaching this class, and I hope you have a great semester, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you.